Welcome to Star Citizen and the Gentleman News. This week, as we had already reported yesterday in a separate news update, there was the announcement of a complete database reset, a wipe with version 3.15, which is expected at the end of October. All information on this, as well as hints and details, can be found in our own news video on the wipe here in the channel. The ship showdown is also going into the next round, in which the 8 ships that have progressed will compete against each other. Our tip is of course still the Argo MPUV. In the Inside Star Citizen, on the other hand, there was new information about the various inventory systems, which are also coming with 3.15. Our inventory will be divided into different areas, whereby the global inventory, which we have used so far, will only be available for ships, vehicles and components, as well as the new physicalized local inventory system, which in turn will play a much greater role in the future. We will therefore still be able to access our ships, vehicles and their components and weapons at any location in the verse via the Vehicle Manager. However, with the new version of the Equipment Manager, we will have the first dedicated app in our Mobiglass, which will replace this global inventory system for the character. With knickknacks, the most persistent and iCache-based local inventory system finds its way into the game. In future, all our items such as weapons, armor, spacesuits, medpans, magazines, multi-tools, medical equipment and really everything we use with our character will be physicalized and stored locally where we deposit them. The residence system, which we already reported on last week, is also the underlying main inventory. By choosing a residence, one of the 4 currently available starting areas on Hurston, Microtech, Crusader or ArcCorp, we not only set our spawn point, but also have access to our items for the character. This residence offers almost unlimited space for our equipment, which we will have to actively equip and transport for different purposes in the future. Changing armor for a short time somewhere in the middle of nowhere is no longer possible. We only have access to items that we carry with us or that we reach at a container, which can be a ship or vehicles, but also killed enemies. Ships with the ability to store inventory, which is represented by lockers, trays or other storage options, have an inventory that we can fill and then access within the ship. We also have access to our character inventory, which can be expanded with backpacks. Ships that don't have lockers or the like, such as most light fighters, can only fall back on a storage box, whereby the storage space will be much more limited, and this box is usually only accessible from the outside. It can also be assumed that in the medium term we will also have to use the corresponding clothing, which is necessary for various areas. Thus, for the narrow pilot cockpit of a fighter, we will then only be able to wear an appropriate flight suit and no longer be able to take a seat with a thick heavy armor. After landing, we would have to get it out of the inventory of the ship and put it on, where we have of course loaded it manually beforehand, if there is enough space. So we can already see what enormously extensive effects this physical and localized inventory system will have. In addition, in connection with the first version of the medical gameplay, we can assume a completely different sense of style. With regard to the player inventory, we also get an expanded carrying capacity with the option of equipping a backpack, although we experience various restrictions here. For example, we can wear a large backpack on the heavy armor, as well as the smaller, a medium and small backpacks. A medium armor, however, also limits the backpacks to medium and small ones, and with light armor we can also only wear small backpacks. However, in the future we will automatically receive a matching backpack with every new suit of armor. In addition, backpacks will also be available for purchase individually. In summary, in future we will have to think about what equipment we need for a new mission or expedition before we set off, and whether we can stow it appropriately. At the same time, we always have the risk on board that we can lose this equipment if our ship or our character gets lost. Thanks to the iCache system, however, we can travel to the point of loss again to collect the equipment that is still undestroyed there. However, we do not assume that we will be able to save anything if our ship explodes. Therefore, the risks in all our action increase, whereby our active actions become much more significant. Gone are the carefree times. After the medical gameplay, we'll feel the consequences more clearly. A ship loss hits us twice after we have lost our equipment, and we also have to reckon with negative effects in the area of reputation and our account balance in the medium term when we respawn again. However, there was no further information on the procedure with regard to hangar equipment purchased for real money. But the fear that hunting down other citizens will be worthwhile in the future will also become much more real after we can also loot them and use their items ourselves. However, even if not everyone will like it, this will create the possibility of real pirate gameplay, whereby we can rob other players and then convert these items directly into Alpha UEC, with the also emitting selling, the possibility of selling items to traders. So with 3.15 we will also experience the beginning of the pirates. Harr! I hope you enjoyed the video and leave me a like and maybe even a subscribe here. By combining the local physical character inventory with the medical gameplay, our actions will change significantly in many areas. Every flight and every mission will become much more immersive and the risk of losing something will increase significantly. And of course we will also see the birth of the real pirates and outlaws, who will get a real gameplay opportunity. But as always, I'm interested in your opinions on the subject. What do you think of the new inventory system? Let me know in the video comments in the Discord or in the almost daily Twitch live streams. But as always, the most important thing at the end, a big thank you to all supporters, whether Patreons, channel members or Twitch subscribers. Without you, this wouldn't be possible and you are enormous motivation, for which we would like to say thank you. You rock! And of course, there will be extensive and top-notch giveaways from the best partners, and as again this month, you can find how you can take part and what to expect in the announcement trailer following. Good luck! I say goodbye until next time. See you soon, and as always, see you in the verse.